So it has been raining and it got really cold the last 2 days, down into the 40s, maybe even a little bit below. So I'm just coming out here for the first time to check on my little plants, my little peppers. To be honest, they look pretty great. So I'm really grateful for that. I can see that things have blown over. A couple of our watering jugs have blown over, but all in all, from what I can tell, everything looks pretty good. The chickens are out of water, so I need to get that. I did give them some buns. And I need to shut this back up. You can hear that's their noise for letting me know that they are awake and hungry. So, we did try a new feed from the feed and seed store that we go to, and it is like a mixed feed. It's not just layer crumble. And so I'm not really confident that I like it. I don't know if they like it, but it doesn't seem to be getting eaten as much as the other feed that I had. Plus, I usually make a little bit of my own feed with some oatmeal, some spent grains, things like that. So I'll have to keep mixing it up and see how they do. As far as I can tell, everything is looking pretty great out here. So I always want to check after like a good thunderstorm or a good rain, or if the temperatures drop, which the temperatures have dropped, and even my beans are looking pretty good. So hi everyone. So like I said before, it has gotten cold. It has been rainy. My house even got cold inside, and we did not turn the furnace back on. It is off for the season. And so it is Sunday morning. I love my Sunday mornings. Sunday mornings for me are for gardening, for taking care of my home and my family, and prepping meals and breads and tortillas for the week. I love that. And it's just kind of like a reset or a refresh. So this morning, every morning I get up, I do all of my ceremonial things, and then I get to tending to my house. Now, sometimes if we have late nights, which are late dinners, movie nights as a family, game nights, some of the house looks chaotic when I get up. But most nights we tend to it before we go to bed. But this morning every morning I usually go right to taking care of all the farm animals and all of the garden first. And then I come in and I do my dishes and clean up my kitchen, do the floors, all of that. And it's very soothing, to be honest, because I get up really early. I do all of these things when the world is asleep, and it's very calm and quiet, and I can be mindful and intentional about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So that's always been great for me. And then I go about tending to, sometimes Saturday evenings, I usually make products and all of my good stuff from the shop, and then I organize that Sunday morning so that can be ready for Monday and prepared for the week. And yeah, and then the rest of my Sunday, if I don't have events or storytelling that I'm doing, then I just can be in the garden as I please. And sometimes I walk up to our local co-op and get whatever I need from there. I love that walk. It's very beautiful, and to be honest, I love visiting the co-op. I love seeing what new produce they have and chatting and all of them things. So, and then as the day winds down, I say goodnight to my garden and come back and be with my family and feed my family and all of them things. So Sundays are really valuable for me because I really set intentions for the day. It's kind of my last moment to reset and deep breathe before another week, right? So yes, that's where we're at today, and I'm really excited. There's so many things going on in the garden, the front garden, the back garden, and the side garden. I did buy another pot to put on my side row by the fence, and so I have to get something potted up in that. I do have a couple pots that have old soil in them, and they need some compost to be replenished, and I need to figure out what I'm getting in them. I need to go up to my 2 community gardens that are right down the street, kind of look them over, tend to them as needed. So yes, that's where we're at today. I love trying new recipes, and I created this recipe actually off of a really old recipe that I had in my grandmother's recipe box, and I added some things to it, including maple sugar, because we harvest maple sugar. We harvest maple syrup and turn it into sugar, I should say. But yes, so this is a personal, you can't really see how little it is, so I make these for each one of us in a personal size, and usually I use our herbs that were dried from our garden, canned tomato sauce. I don't have any milking cows, so I do not make our own cheese, but it's super easy and super affordable, and my family loves it. The crust gets really crispy, and we just truly enjoy it. So I thought I'd show you. I will make a video, a separate video, doing it step by step and link a recipe. I've never linked a recipe before, but I'm going to try my best. Beautiful, cheesy, crispy, yummy, ooey gooey goodness. How could you go wrong? You can't. You just eat it. Hi friends. So I wanted to show you some beautiful tomato and pepper plants that were gifted to me from a woman who gets them from nurseries around our state and kind of helps distribute them to local community members that do work in the community. So we have a couple different kinds, and I tried to do my best on going through them and labeling them. We have Juliet. And so you can see that they were probably in a smaller cell tray, you know. And they do need to be cared for because, I mean, they're still pretty moist, but what else do we have? Oh, Wisconsin 55. So this is a big red juicy tomato. It's a slicer tomato. I thought she said it was semi-determinate. I'll have to look that up, but yeah. And you can also see that they're pretty small in their little cells. And so, let's see. Juan Flambe, I think that one's called. Another one. And then what else do we have? Juliet. Black truffle. You see them. Okay, and then over here we have some peppers, and this one, shishito. Let me see if I can pull one of these out. So normally I only take a few hot peppers or mild peppers. I really like sweet peppers, but my boys love the other ones, so I try to be mindful. But poblano, they look really good. Their leaves look really healthy. The tomatoes, I can tell that need more love and care. Amish paste, that's a paste tomato, which is really going to be good for canning. Grandero paste, another paste. Let's see. Blush, a blush one, and then we have blush cherry. So these are both cherry varieties. So what my plan is today, I'm gonna go visit Kunshi. Kunshi is grandmother in Dakota. Hi everyone, I'm sorry my camera died. I've been utilizing my camera a lot lately, monitoring the health of each garden, and so I have to make sure that I plug in my batteries. So, but anyhow, what I was trying to say is that I am going to go visit my grandmother, and I want to introduce her to the plant relatives and also talk to some elders and community members about how I will be distributing these and planting these up. We have local community gardens that we teach Native kids, and so these plant babies will be going to relatives and community members and to our Native youth that will plant these into the ground and learn how to tend to and care for our plant relatives in a good way. And then we will teach them how to seed save and all of the good things. So I just wanted to come on and let you know that that is the plan for these plant babies, and you will get to come on that journey with us and watch these plant babies grow and then how we do seed saving. So I will see you next time, friends, and I hope you are thoroughly enjoying your time in your own gardens and using that as a method and a tip and a tool to revitalize your heart and look to the future generations and guide them in a good way when they come. Thanks, friends. See you.